Hi all. Today I'm just going to do some diamond painting and a little bit of chit chat. So if you join me, if you're diamond painting, sit back and enjoy. And if you're just relaxing, I hope you're enjoying your day. So what we're doing here is a section in the middle of my Chuck Pinson, which is the Island Life. I'm really enjoying this, even though it's so slow going. I don't think I worked more than an hour on it yesterday, but some days are like that, life gets in the way. But today I have a little bit of time, probably an hour before I have to go pick up my grandson from school, take him to piano. Before we do that, we're going to run to the pet store. I was actually at the pet store today. I upgraded the leopard gecko's habitat from a 10-gallon, which is way too small for him, to a 31-gallon, and it's 36 inches in length, and it's just given him so much more room. And he was pretty scared at first when he got in there, but now he's exploring and just having a good old time climbing around. The only thing is his heat light is not powerful enough for that size tank, so he's barely getting up to 80 degrees. And I think it was 78 a couple hours ago, and then I just checked and it was 79, and I really don't think it's going to get much warmer than that. So we're going to head off to the pet store and pick up a 100-watt bulb because he currently has a 50-watt. And hopefully that'll make a difference because they really need the warmth. And other than that, let's see, what else did I do today? Oh, I got my dog's food in. I ordered Farmer's Dog. I'm going to try that out and see how Toby likes it. I'm sure Dottie will love it because she likes all dog food. She's not a picky dog, but Toby is. So I got that today and it's thawing out. I have 2 of them in the sink right now because I want to be able to feed it to them shortly, and I can run it underwater if I need to hasten the frozenness. And I'll see how that goes. I have a beef one and a chicken one out, so I could give them a taste of both. And I don't think they have allergies to foods, and they love chicken. I looked at the ingredients, and the ingredients look phenomenal. And it is pricey, but it costs a lot of money just going to the store and buying food. Not really that much cheaper to do that. So I was spending a lot of money on their Royal Canin, but now they're super tired of it. And I'm not really that impressed with it. I was at first, but reading the ingredients, I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter, but the first ingredient is corn. And I just don't think I don't know. I just don't really feel like that's great food. And this food, it's got like beef liver and chicken liver, and, of course the meats are the first ingredient, and kale and sweet potatoes and just like all kinds of vegetables and organ meat. So we'll see how that works out. I got a 60% off, so I didn't pay a lot for the first 14 days, and I can cancel at any time. So we will see. Any more 7s? I finished organizing everything for my party. I have a couple more things just coming in random. I decided that I love games. I decided that we would play a couple bingo games for prizes instead of the raffle. I don't know, I might still do that too. But I have plenty of bingo daubers, and they can even share, because I'm not going to go fast. And I ordered from Amazon those single sheets of bingo cards that are disposable. Once you mark them, you throw them away. Really inexpensive. I only ordered 50. So it was just a couple dollars. And so I thought we'd play some bingo, and they could play bingo while they diamond paint. So I just thought that would be something fun to do. And I ordered some more Sharpies because I want to make sure that everybody's able to kit up, semi-kit up, I should say, because we're not going to do a full kit up. But they are going to have to bag, more than likely they're going to have to bag their drills that they open to use on their canvas. And so I have all that. I had another person RSVP, so I'm up to 13. So that's a nice size. I mean, I really actually wasn't expecting that many. I thought maybe 8. I mean, that was my hope. So 13 is pretty good. Manageable. Give everyone a little attention. Get everyone addicted. No. Oh gosh. It's amazing when people hear about diamond painting, how they can't get it out of their mind that it's not painting, with paints and brushes. Painting, it just, I tried to explain today on my walk with my dog, an elderly couple, that we stopped to chat, and I mentioned the party, and she goes, oh yeah, they've had the painting parties before. I said, diamond painting? And she goes, yeah, I think so. And I said, with paintbrushes and paint? She said, yeah. And I said, no, this is a little bit different. And I could tell when I was just briefly explaining it to her, she was lost. And then there's other people that I talked to that have never done it, but they were excited because they always wanted to try it. And then I have some that are already diamond painters. So I've got a mix of different levels. So that ought to be fun. Need a couple more 7s. The head of our social committee, she's really anxious to come, and she's a diamond painter, and she's bringing her own supplies and her canvas. And she is so happy that I'm doing this. So that makes me happy to know the head of the social committee is not frowning on it for any reason, because she actually arranges for the sip and paint type parties. And I didn't want this to be in any way a conflict of interest, but she's not taking it like that. She's actually very excited. And I'm thinking that there will be future ones, even if it's just all the diamond painters getting together and painting and enjoying a beverage, whether it's a glass of wine or a soda or iced tea or whatever your favorite beverage is in the afternoon or evening, margarita. No, I'm just teasing. Well, not really. I mean, alcohol is allowed on the premises if people want to drink it, as long as they don't take it on the pool deck. And they drink responsibly, of course. But I don't know. I think it'll be fun to get together and diamond paint together. I haven't done that before. I don't know if I'd get a lot of diamond painting in, or if it just would be more just socializing. But I think we would all be busy. I also plan, I don't know if I told anyone this in previous videos. I don't know if I mentioned it in previous videos, but I am going to give everybody like a little business card. There's no writing on it. They're just blank cards, and I'm going to write some channels on there for them to check out if they wanted to watch others diamond paint while they diamond paint, if it's something that they continue to want to do. They'll have a couple channels, a few channels that they could go to and watch and see. So I got to make those cards up. I already wrote it down in my little journal book, my little to-do list. And I wrote down some channels, but don't forget to put yours down below if you have a channel and you want me to include it. And I also, I would love to tape the party, but I would have to ask permission from everybody. So maybe not this one, or maybe, I don't know. I'll see how everybody feels about it, and I'll put my tripod in the car. And if everyone's like, yeah, sure, we don't care, then I'll set the tripod up and I will tape our party. But if there's anyone that frowns on it, of course I will not do it. But I think it would be really fun to tape it. And I, of course, would let them know that I was going to put it on, my YouTube channel. So we'll see. I'll kind of test the waters there with that. All right, I think I did cover all my 7s. Of course, I'll find some after I put them away. Both my pups are sound asleep. I hear them snoring. Oh, I had to rearrange my room. So Toby kept getting underneath. He actually got underneath my shelf unit. And I mean, there's only like 4 inches below the lowest shelf. And I have my tower of trays at the top shelf, which could easily topple over because it's 2 pieces, one stacked on the other one. And I came into the room, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And I couldn't find him. And I'm like, there's nowhere for him to hide because I moved everything. And I looked and I called him and he didn't come out. So I thought, no, he can't be in that corner where my shelving unit is. And I looked on the side and I looked behind my nightstand and I was like, where could he be? And I had my closet door shut and he wasn't behind my bed because there's no way he can get back there and there's no way he can get under the bed because I have those under bed storage zip up, not containers, but storage bags. So, excuse me. So then I thought, well, let me peek underneath my shelving unit. There's no way he could fit, but sure enough, he was squished underneath there. And I was like, Toby. So then trying to get him out, I was so scared that my towers of my trays were going to fall. I had to take them off, set them aside, and practically lift up my shelving unit to pull him out. So now I added my chest. I have like a blanket chest. So that I have next to one on the wall, and it's right next to the shelving unit that I have. And then I stepped a pillow underneath it so he can't get under there. And I moved the chair that they hop on to get on the bed to the other side of the bed to give me more aisle room since I changed the direction of my tables. And he refused to use the chair on that side of the bed. Whether he just doesn't know it's over there, even though I showed him multiple times. And Dottie, right off the bat, she was fine switching. But he kept jumping to the floor and it looked like he would start hurting his joints because the bed's kind of high. So I ended up having to move the chair back because he's going to hurt himself and I can't take him to the vet. They're at the vet every couple of weeks. So, for one reason or another. So, yeah, I think I have my room now so that I have it Toby proof. He can't get anywhere around my craft supplies. and he can't hide anywhere that, you know, you just can't hide. You can hide under the blankets. That's about it. Does anyone else have a dog that has special needs? You know, whether it be, you know, like Toby, where he's scared of everything, or just, I can't think of other things. I know a lot of people have dogs with diseases and illnesses, and they have to give them medication every day. And I know that must be hard. I give Toby medication too. Right now I'm trying it, hoping that it works. I took him off of it, but then I was told that that was a mistake because it takes several weeks for their body to process it to where it's effective. But I thought maybe it was having the opposite effect. But now I've got him back on it again. And I'm just hoping for a miracle. So what do I want to do next? Let me do the pink one. Which direction? Okay, so it's the down triangle. I hope all of you are safe. There has been some really, really wicked storms going on through Kansas and up into Tennessee and Missouri and all that Midwest area. I'm hoping that everybody is safe and there's not a lot of damage. I hope that the power losses have been minimal. I know one of my YouTube friends, Linda, she had some bad storms. I was keeping her in my prayers, and she's also not able to diamond paint right now. So keep Linda in your prayers. Her channel is, I know what it is. It's Bella and old brain. I'll put it in my description. Some of you may already be watchers of her videos, and she is such a sweet lady and such a kind heart. I love watching her. I think you would enjoy it too. She's got some really good content. She does a lot of WIP N Chats. She's got a cute little dog, Bella. I mean, the sweetest little white, looks sort of like a Maltese, but I don't know exactly what kind of dog she is. But she has the most adorable little clothes for her, little dresses and shirts, and she is just so cute. But anyway, yeah, I'm asking everyone to keep her in your prayers for her to feel better. And I'm taking off some of the ones I put down because I just realized there's pink arrows and there's pink like half triangles, not half triangles, but triangles. And I was covering the arrows instead because those are pink also. Let's see if I got that one right. No. No, another one. I should get my tweezers. I didn't know I did that many in the wrong place. Oh, well, maybe those were those already there? Now I'm confused. Those look the same color. Okay, so I started out correct, and then I got off track right. That one's good. That one's good. Right, so yeah. So there's only a couple of them that I got off track. These. That one's good. And just in case these are the right ones, because the pinks are so close, I'm not going to mix them up in this tray. I have to tell you, this older kit, I'm noticing the drills are just not the best. I mean, they're shiny and they're really pretty, but there's so much trash, and there's so many of them I'm throwing away because they're not clean cut. So the edges are rough, I guess you would say. They're not sharp, and they're just not fitting close together because there's little pieces and little, just this tiniest little bit of whatever they're made of, whether it's acrylic or resin. I doubt the resin, but they just are not exactly square, and they're not cut real sharp. In fact, some of the points on the ends where you have the four corners cut off a little bit. They're almost rounded. It's just the strangest set of diamonds I've ever seen. So I'm hoping for a good outcome. I mean, you can't really tell. And when I do see a major flaw, I pick it out, or I see it before I lay it down and I throw it away. But it's an older kit, and all of them have dimples at the bottom pretty much. They're all concave, but they're sticking. The canvas is sticky, so they are sticking okay. I don't have a stick problem at all. Which, when you have diamonds that have big dimples, sometimes you have a stick problem. But at least I'm thankful for that. Oh, this one's one of those that is very rough on the edge. Well, wait a minute. It fit up again. Okay, so it fit up okay against the other one. They're sloppy. They're sloppy. And I've worked on other diamond art kits, and so I know the quality. I've finished 4 or 5, and so now that I'm working on this one, I can see a difference. But it's still turning out really, really nice. Now let me look and see the red arrow that points downward. I want to see the color difference. Where is it? Oh, it points up. That's why I'm having trouble. Okay, so yeah, it's a very slight difference. Let me put it up against the other one and see. Yeah, it's very slight. What's really cool is when you're working in a section or two and you're laying down the diamonds, following the symbols, doing just what it tells you to do, you know. And when you're looking at your placement, you don't see really what the picture is that you're doing. And then you walk away from it, or you stand back and you look at it and you're like, wow, that's what that is. You know, that's 2 cups on the balcony. I had no idea that those gray dots were going to be the wine glasses on the table. You know what I mean? Like, you see stuff that you don't even notice until you finish it and look at it with a different perspective. You know, you're looking at it now with the whole picture and not just this little tiny section that you're just dotting away different colors, especially with all the confetti, not really knowing what's in it. And I just love that. I love the surprise factor in it. I should be getting my light up tray pretty soon, I'm hoping. I can't wait. I did get these glasses. So somebody that's a diamond painter or a crafter. She does cross stitch. She does a lot of different things. She unboxed these Art Dot glasses. So I went to Art Dot and I found them. I don't know where the box. Oh, it's probably in the other room. So I found these, and it comes with several lenses, and they're lens powers like you would buy for reading glasses, like 0.75, 1.25, 2.0, 2.5, 3.0, 4.0. There's like 5 different ones. This one's a 1.5, so the strength, and they're magnifiers, and it has a rechargeable cord, and there is a little button on the side here that lights up. So the first time you push it, it does one, it's brighter, and then it's off. So 1 is light, 2 is brighter, 3 is off. And these just pop out. They just pull out and they just pop in. Okay, so I'm getting them all fingerprinted. And they're rather thick. You can see that. And then there's like a little nose piece right here that's hard rubber. It's not real. I mean, it's hard, but it's kind of cushiony rubber. And then these just pop in. That's all there is to it. And they fold. They come with a little rubber strap to hold, you can put them on and put the rubber strap around the back of your head, but I don't wear them like that. I thought I could wear them over my reading glasses, but I actually don't need the reading glasses that I wear because these are the same strength as my reading glasses, which don't have a subscription or prescription. And then, you can just work at night, which I like to do. Push the little button on the side, light it up. They are a little bit heavy. Like these, I thought these were kind of heavy glasses. But these, I don't have my scale, but these are a little bit heavy. Once I wore it for about 30 minutes, I kind of forgot about them on my face last night. But the bridge of my nose, I could feel that part right in there on the bridge of my nose. So it might be good for some, it might not be good for some. They do work very well. When I put the higher strengths in, it really magnified it, but it was not good for my eyes. I didn't want to get a headache. So they give you a lot of choices. Art Dot sells them for $19.99. I went to Amazon. These aren't called, they had Art Dot, and I think they were $16.99 free shipping if you have Prime. So I thought, wow, that's a deal. And then I saw the exact same glasses. I mean, same accessories, same strengths. Everything is exactly the same. They look the same. The buttons in the same place. Everything is the same. And I got these for $15.99 free shipping. So I went ahead and ordered them, and I like them, but I'll tell you, they're a little bit heavy. So it might not be for everybody, but I have a storage unit, and I thought this would be good to wear when I am in the storage unit and I'm digging through boxes, and it's nice to have a light right over my head that I can just move my head and see what everything is where I'm looking for it. So multi-purpose. So I'm glad I saw those so I could show those to you. And, like I said, Art Dot has them. They're $19.99, but on Amazon you can get the same thing for about $5 less plus free shipping, which I think Art Dot gives you free shipping. I don't know. I couldn't remember, but I think when I had tax and everything, it was going to be like $28. So actually, I think they were going to charge me shipping. But, so that was that. And I think I'm going to go now because it's getting a little bit later and closer to the time that I need to wrap up this diamond painting, take my dogs out one more time, check on the gecko and the temperature, get a little bag of snacks for my grandson so I could go pick him up, dash him to the pet store and then to his music lesson. So we've got some things planned for the rest of the afternoon. So I hope you guys are doing good, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.